Morning PooTube, hope everyone's good. Now I'm going to go over the live that Jupiter did with Wendy, and they dragged Becca along for the ride. Now up front, Becca has said, I don't know nothing about it, blah blah blah. She's just kind of going off what Wendy and Jupiter are saying or whatever. So it's not an attack on Becca, she just got dragged for the ride or whatever. Now think about this, when Wendy was on the other side with Mandy Mosley, Simon Lord, Danny Jones, all them bunch of fucking scummy rats, the baby basher, Andy Riches, all these fucking scumbags, when they was attacking victims and survivors, which they was, is it pretty much a like for like set of attacks which these fucking frog boiling, piss drinking cunts Jupiter and Wendy are now doing again? Now bear in mind, in no time at all, few days or whatever, there'll be a Tommy demonstration, and apparently Jupiter is going to be attending. She'll be wearing the vis vest that the stewards wear or whatever, the security wear for Team Tommy. And yeah, she'll be representing Team Tommy. Now, for me, if Team Tommy are that desperate that they need people like this on board, then it's really not a good look. And all you're doing realistically is opening the floodgate to the same attacks to come or whatever. The difference is this time they're doing it from within. They're literally doing it from within, and with people holding the door open for him, which has been going on. It just doesn't look good on any fucking level. Alright, let's have a little listen.
In that sense, but I don't think he's helping her. It would have been better.
That with next is not helping her. No.
Yeah, and I also think, well, go play.
So a little background information, because I'm not fucking reviewing all of it. The victim, the survivor or whatever, has been rescued from a grooming gang, and a very bad case of it or whatever. I wouldn't say the worst case I've heard, but it's certainly up there or whatever. Now, yeah, just hear the shit that fucking these people come out with. It is mad.
Play it, but I also think that, well, apparently he took her out to get clothes. Well, I think he didn't think very much about optics then. Or sitting down and having a proper conversation with her that would have actually assisted her.
Be more beneficial, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the way they've gone about it is a bit strange, to say the least. But I don't know, I'm out of touch with these youngsters, even though he looks like he's got a grey beard to me.
She ain't that young either, Jupiter.
Yeah, no, I don't think she is either.
No.
Yeah, a bit odd. Apparently she's living with his mother now, but I don't know if I'd put my elderly mother in danger like that with a drug addict, but still. Anyway, let's put this...
That's a bit rich coming from Jupiter. I think, to be honest, the reason Jupiter's so pissy about this or whatever, she doesn't understand that, like, well, she probably does understand that somebody like her son that found spice, smoked spice, and beat up his missus and his children, as Wendy has told us all about or whatever, he would fail all these DBS checks and fucking whatever.
put this on.
Anyone that's looking for me, wants to hurt me, come and fucking find me, because I've got a fucking Hell's Angel here, mate. So I'm under complete protection. Fuck you. And now I'm going to sing my song.
Right, now, why would people be looking for her and going to hurt her, and she's got complete protection from an Hell's Angel?
Do you think she's referring?
Well, it's not rocket science, is it? They've had her locked up, they've been making money from her, she's a fucking asset to them, you dumb cunt.
Into the grooming gang that had her or something?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But the thing is if you're a victim or a survivor of abuse, and you've literally just left the abusers you wouldn't be like, I'm sorry, but you just wouldn't. I'm a survivor of abuse, and you don't want to alert these people to where you are.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
It's odd.
I'd agree to it. I'd agree to a certain degree with that, Becca. But I mean, they've not even showing her who it is that she's now under the protection of or whatever. You certainly, as these weedy little grooming gangs, you've seen them. You know what I mean? You've seen them. They're hardly anything fucking big and bad or whatever. They're little rats. The little skinny little fucking rats, most of them or whatever. If they was to even think about contemplating fucking doing it or whatever, it would have serious repercussions. This is next level protection, and until people understand that or whatever, you're not really gonna get it.
And you wouldn't be daring them to come find you neither.
No.
Exactly, Becca. I mean,
well, maybe you would. Maybe after all the shit that she's gone through, maybe she'd actually like to see these people fucking ripped apart. You gotta weigh it up, Becca. I mean, and I'm not being funny, this is not an attack on Becca or whatever. Abuse from a partner or whatever, you cannot compare that to being fucking groomed, kept hold of and used as a fucking commodity for these scumbags to make money. You can't draw that same comparison. They're two very different things, and I think it would be disingenuous to try and put them two things together because they're miles apart. One's a lot more extreme than the other. If you want to get away from an abusive partner, there's numbers you can ring, there's refuges you can get put into, blah blah blah. When you're held hostage as a fucking commodity to a grooming gang, there is nobody you can ring. Nobody wants to help you. You know what I mean? Tommy Robinson has fucking shown this for fuck knows how many years. People turn a blind eye and you just get ignored.
okay. I've never been abused, so I can't judge what somebody would do, and nobody knows unless...
Well, that's debatable, Jupiter. You've said there's no rape in marriage. So what's going on behind them fucking closed doors? Fuck knows. Sounds wonky as fuck to me.
in their shoes, but I would have thought somebody that's just that to have been saved after years of abuse, even if she is a little bit euphoric, would have been getting advice to calm down and would also be quite, I don't know, unsure of her surroundings and maybe a bit traumatised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, you definitely wouldn't be daring whoever it is to come find you.
No.
I disagree. I think you would. I think you'd want to see these people get the fucking beating of a lifetime, to be honest.
You'd still be right a bit scared whether you will.
Well, this is it. Do you know what I mean?
No, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't want to do anything to put yourself like you'd be petrified.
You'd have nothing to fear, realistically. It's not like they don't know where to go and find these people or whatever. You know what I mean? These things would have a instant detrimental effect upon them, themselves, everything around them, every aspect of business, cars, you name it. It would have an effect on all of it. Anybody that's fucking clued up or whatever would be aware of that.
notified that these people will find you. So you definitely wouldn't say, come and find me. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's a bit suspect to me.
Anyway, let's carry on. Get some more bizarre bit. I mean, I like her song, but maybe, I don't know.
For my child. I wanna see you hold you tight.
Now, a little background information to before this or whatever. Wendy and Jupiter was going through the fees and whatever, just making things up as they go along, making out like it's you've got to pay £55 a month and all this. It's not, it's a one-off payment to do the checks that, you know what I mean, that you would do if you worked in a nursery or if you worked in a care home or fucking whatever. You would have to go through the checks. Now, I'm not being funny, but would Jupiter prefer to have wonky cunts like her son being able to sign up, knowing full well that he beats his own kids up? Would you want him near your kids or anybody else's kids? Or actually, would you want him to be fully checked and have the best situation possible for whatever comes in the forthcoming days, weeks, months, etc.? It's not, to me, it's not rocket science. And if that needs redoing every year or whatever, then do you know what I mean? It has to be paid. It's as simple as that. I'm not being funny, but there's enough good, fucking decent, fucking people around that will quite happily pay £55 to have their checks done and this, that, and the other, and be a person that you would be able to help people. They'd rather pay that and be that appointed person or whatever. Now, to Jupiter and Wendy, yeah, that's alien to them. I'm not giving my money. I can't even afford a fucking keyboard. Hector, go get me some fags, you prick. Make me a sandwich, you cunt. Yeah, this is the scummy fucking side of these cunts or whatever.
Right? Yeah. It says people see people abuse a person, but they see a victim. I see the person. Well, I think a lot of us see the person. Yeah. He says she was being abused 3 days ago.
Well, I don't think so, Jupiter. The way you're dealing with this, with your fat mate Wendy or whatever, you literally dehumanising her. You're literally mocking a fucking victim or whatever, which is the very thing that Team Tommy and you apparently was so against or whatever. But now because you've got a beanie bonnet, just because I'm supporting it by the looks of it. I mean, if it was Danny Roscoe that was supporting it, it'd be the best idea since fucking sliced bread, wouldn't it? All that does realistically is show everybody what a two-faced fucking frog boiling piss drinking cunt you actually are. Now, if this fat fucking mess is actually going to be representing Team Tommy in the near future or whatever, I think it speaks volumes, to be honest. It just shows me realistically that I did the right thing walking away from this fucking mad fucking situation or whatever. If these people are the people that if these people are the people you've got at the front representing anything to do with grooming victims and whatever, survivors of the worst fucking things that could possibly happen to a female, it's not a good look at all.
Yeah, but she's been with him 3 days and she's clean.
Yeah, alright. Sorry.
Exactly.
She's not sure.
Well, anyone that knows about addictions from Class A drugs and whatever, the first, I think it's 21 hours is the hardest. It's a physical pain, etc. All these things have been gone over with fucking survivors of Team Tommy or whatever. So to me it just shows that you're actually very low on knowledge and you just want to use that particular group or whatever to gain some following, some views, whatever. What people have to bear in mind is all the attacks from Jupiter's friends or whatever that was done on the survivors, that was done on Team Tommy or whatever. I mean, this far forward now, realistically, we know full well they only stopped doing what they was doing because the lies was pulled out of it and they was all exposed for their own dodgy fucking goings on and whatever. And that was done by me. It weren't done by Jupiter, it weren't done by Wendy, it weren't done by any of these fucking wrong'uns.
Any signs of withdrawal, is she? For fuck's
Well, we
sake.
don't know what sort of drugs she was on in the first place, to be fair.
Or,
But I mean,
or trauma. She's not showing signs of. She's saying signs of being a drug taker because she seems to be off her tits still.
Very judgmental. Coming from the fucking mother of the fucking son who beat the shit out of his children and wife and ended up in fucking prison. It's a bit mad, isn't it, realistically?
That song, what I noticed was, and it might just be me because I'm that way. The start of every sentence of a new lyric was I, what I did, I. And she needs to find a daughter because she needs to start her healing, as in her.
yeah, see, you can't do that. You need to heal without your children so that you can be better to get your children. You can't have your children and start healing because that might not be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, the child's probably been traumatised, Becca. She's deeply healing, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, but I think we're all thinking a bit deep. We don't even know if this child exists at this point. I mean, I'm not being.
Yeah.
So we're just literally saying now that the victim, the survivor, is just lying, telling pure lies, just like Wendy said, just like Mandy Mongsley said about the victims around Tommy. So can you see the problem? Can you actually see the fucking problem? For the people that are holding the doors open for these fucking wonky cunts or whatever, it's not going to end well, is it, realistically?
I'm not being horrible or nothing, but
No, you are.
you
Definitely are.
It looks a bit staged. Like,
Staged,
this girl can sing. Let's make out she's a victim. I'll make out I'm the hero. We use this for our grift, and
All I'm saying is in with.
Wow. This is coming from the same woman that was calling Tommy Robinson a grifter, sat next to Wendy, who was making out the victims was grifters. Are we noticing a pattern? Are we fucking blind? Seems to be that some people are blind. It'd be interesting to see where this all fucking ends up or whatever. For me, it's very obvious or whatever. Doesn't look good for Team Tommy having these fucking scumbags like Jupiter represent anything.
With 3 days, you are not going to be clean from any substance. I was smoking weed from the day I woke up, from the time.
Like I've just said, I think it's the first 21 hours is a physical pain. It's been discussed over many fucking survivors and whatever. People are addicted for fucking forever. There's been people that have given up class A drugs and fucking 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, whatever, they still have that craving. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Time I went to bed since I was 14 years old.
You can't compare class A addictions to smoking weed. Yeah, I'm not even going to address that, to be honest.
I gave it up a year ago, right? It's not fucking easy. Do you know what I mean? The cravings, the thought about it, because obviously with weed, for instance, it's a mental thing. You're mentally attached to it, so you have to kind of literally cut that.
Well, mental attachment and physical dependency are two different things.
That mental, that psychological, that you need to cut that off. Do you know what I mean? So and that's just weed. Do you get what I mean?
Motley said she might be a gold member.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is their business advice they're giving us. I mean, I'm not being horrible, and I think.
No, you are.
But if this is how they're going to advise people going forward, I don't think it's very good to you. But again, Den's really full on with this. Apparently, oh, by the way, there's a really good video on this show. Yeah, Den, I'm saying there's a really good video, ha ha, tongue in cheek, where he claims that someone from the Tommy movement turned up at their meeting to beg them to do the shield in conjunction with the Tommy movement, but the bloke was as high as a kite off his face. But didn't give a name, Wendy. That's Den's allegation, by the way.
I'm not one for doxing, Jupiter. That's more your line and Wendy's line, innit? Does that mean it didn't happen, realistically? All you have to do is go back over the lives that have been done by Chris Hargreaves and whatever, and it's kind of alluded to, you dumb cunt.
Oh.
It was made very clear they don't want making what they're doing into a cast-off of Team Tommy shit, and by the looks of it, by the people that are now representatives of Team Tommy or whatever, people like Jupiter and whatever, it's very clear to see why that might be. Mocking victims, ridiculing victims, making out the fucking scammers and fucking tricksters.
Yeah, of course they did, yeah.
Scummy cunts.
But anyway, let's carry on.
She showed us to come on camera when a very nasty gang that held a hostage we got away from. They are our women. You just see that woman say the most beautiful son to her daughter that she lost through this ordeal, and she's working hard to get that back. She's clean, she's strong, and she didn't work with me. Her mother's helping her out from her house, and these are people, these are women.
And he just baited out her location.
Kind of, yeah.
He's because.
Yeah, go on, Bet.
And I was just gonna say, like, why are you telling people where she is? Okay, people.
Jupiter, yeah, go on, Bex. Add to it. Becca don't realise how she's being dragged into this or whatever, and probably doesn't realise how it looks when you look at the bigger picture.
I might not know where your mother lives, but that can be found out.
Yeah.
I know Nixie had the sense to sidestep all the fucking being dragged into things or whatever. I noticed that situation or whatever. So, is Becca the new one you want to drag, Jupiter? You need to drag these people along, don't you? You need to drag them along to try and make it look a little bit different. But we can see straight through you. That's all you do, drag decent people into your shit swamp fucking dirty ass shit that goes on.
Do you get what I'm saying? If this girl was really in danger, it's like going to a women's refuge, yeah? These women refuges, you won't know they're there unless you are housed in one of them. Do you get what I mean? And that's for a bloody reason. Do you know what I mean?
I agree, Becca. But to be fair, I think if you turned up to the mother of any of these bikers or whatever, you would be signing your own death warrant, realistically. You can invite it because you know if it fucking comes in or whatever, it ain't going to go as they planned, and realistically these people will be dealt with harshly without going too deep into things or whatever. They wouldn't be doing it again to anybody else, any further victims and whatever. That wouldn't be the case.
Becca, no offence, right? But he said he had all this covered.
Clearly not.
No, he didn't. He made a point of saying we're not about trying to fucking deal with these things or whatever. It was about prevention. It was about boots on the ground. So if you know that there's a hotel being used and they're using children to fucking groom and sell to men as a commodity for sex or whatever, then it's about prevention. It's about going and confronting it and shutting it down. It is that simple. He's literally made it crystal clear that he's not going down that road and whatever. This was a one-off that just kind of got through onto him or whatever. Now, the first port of call for him was to contact the police. Now, Jupiter previously has mocked him for that, saying, oh, look, they had to ring the police. Well, what did Tommy do? What did Tommy do in Telford when he wanted his followers to go down there and protect the house, blah, blah, blah? The first thing he did was ring the police, begging them for assistance, blah, 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 this, that and the other. And they're showing you full well that no assistance was going to be offered. They did fuck all to help. It was down to the supporters of Team Tommy to protect that house. Now, I think, as far as I remember, they was asking for money as well at the time. Oh, we need money for this, money for that, blah, blah, blah. These people need housing, blah, fucking blah. Yeah. It's mad, full of contradictions and bullshit.
The wealth, the assistance, all of this counselling, all of it's covered, right?
No.
But he's ended up putting her in with his mother. And alright, I don't mean to be rude or nothing, but there's safeguarding issues, and I don't mean just for the victim.
Yeah.
Right? Even the people you're putting them in with, you have to. That's why when people have foster children, they have to make sure they're healthy and capable to be dealing with emergencies and crises. Yeah. I mean, he's put her in with his mum, right?
Crises.
And unless his mum's as big a con artist as him, right? She might be a very naive little old lady who's going to lose her purse in the next couple of weeks. That's a lot.
See, you're saying he's a con artist, but who's he con money out of, realistically? Where's the con? Where's the scam? Unless you can fucking highlight this and bring it to the table or whatever, it's just more words from people that have already attacked people on the same kind of fucking journey, but it was Team Tommy that he was attacking, so this is just madness. It's fucking madness.
I mean, I get the sentiment behind it, Jupes. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah, I mean, but I get the sentiment of what he's trying to do, but he's going about it all.
Yeah, we all do, Becca. We all do. That's why it's got nothing but support. You can look at any video that's been put out along the way or whatever. All there is support. The only negativity that is coming from anybody is the people that you're actually sat with on the panel now.
All the wrong fucking way, clearly. All the wrong way. Like,
No. It's actually been done the right way, Becca. That's the thing. It's been done the right way. That's why there is certain things in place that you have to pay for or whatever to have the right necessary checks for the people that need that. So if you're just doing, I don't know, surveillance, intel, whatever, on certain things, it could be a postman, could be a plumber, could be anything. People's eyes see different things or whatever. What I might see, you might not see. What you see, I might not see or whatever. Depends on what your daily routine is. Depends what your job is. It's going to take you to different people and see different things. So it's one of them. Somebody that's not going to have a role that's dealing with vulnerable women or children, then you wouldn't need the checks, obviously. The only people that are going to need to pay that fee or whatever are the people that are going to be in them roles.
You're not doing this justice at all. If anything, people are just going to look at you as a clout chaser. People are going to look at you as a grifter. You're doing it all.
What clout would it be chasing though, Becca? What clout would they actually be chasing? It doesn't make sense, that.
Get why, like, I get the sentiment behind it. Do you get what I mean?
It's been in the Daily Mail.
Oh God.
Or his fucking
I bet your son has.
Illegal. Now, I don't know much about drugs and everything else, but if he's been exposed like that, then surely he's had...
Yeah, you do. Your fucking son was a fucking junkie cunt that beat up his own fucking missus and kids and smashed the house up to the point where he ended up in prison, you mad cunt. You do know about drugs, obviously.
Some kind of arrest or some kind... And remember on that show when he was talking to Liam, he said he's got a criminal history to do with guns, to do with violence.
Yeah.
How would he get a DBS check to deal with vulnerable people?
You wouldn't.
Well, he wouldn't need one, would he, realistically? If he's appointing certain people that are up for that role, them kind of roles are not up for everybody, realistically. Not everyone could deal with them kind of fucking situations and whatever. It takes a very strong-minded person to be able to deal with that. And off the back of that comes fucking PTSD and all sorts of shit. That's why the police and all that have to take regular breaks from dealing with these problems. You dumb cunt.
He would fail.
He's obviously not having one, too. He's obviously not going to have
So
one.
he's bullshitting again, isn't he?
Any violence will disqualify you, and I know that because I had to do DBS checks when I was working in nurseries. Like anything about violence, anything around children, anything like that. Yeah, your DBS is going to come back like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree. He's never once said that is what he's doing. His role is not going to be dealing with vulnerable children and women. Like he said, this has been thrown on him. This is not what they was put together for, but they're trying to deal with it as best they can. It is that simple. Now, it could well be somebody like you, Becca, that would go, yeah, I'd like to help the women, I'd like to help the children or whatever. I'll quite happily pay £55 to fucking be that appointed person. And at that point, do you know what I mean? It's what it needs to be.
like the big cross, like, no, do not hire this person.
But he's going to train up other people on it.
Yeah, it'd be like if Jupiter's son tried to join or whatever and he wanted to do that role. It's obviously going to come back a big fucking keep this person away from anybody's kid. He beats the shit out of his own children.
The man's as deluded as dead. But you know what's hilarious? Ben has gone along and joined this group. Dave's been promoting it.
God.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Not being funny, but if it was Danny Roscoe that was supporting it or whatever and promoting it, then Jupiter'd have nothing but good things to say because she's a licky bumble and needs to get in them communities, don't you?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be bad for calling it out. Glaring obvious that you can see in front of you.
If he really knew what he was doing, there's something called the National Women's Helpline.
Yeah.
Becca doesn't know this, obviously, but it's like, at this point in time, it was 4 weeks and I think it was 3 days, possibly 4 days. That's how old it was, that's how long it has existed. Now, even people like Tommy or whatever that have done, whatever they've done, all this, whatever, how many mistakes have been made along the way or whatever? Do you know what I mean? People will make mistakes. You can do something good for the right reasons and whatever, and you're going to make mistakes. It is that simple. Now, I'm not saying that there has been any mistakes. I don't think there has been up to now, realistically. This survivor and whatever has been through on him. Do you know what I mean? He said this is not what we set out to do or whatever. It's been through in our lap and we've kind of just had to deal with it as best we can.
Could have called them out, they could have found her a refuge space. It might not be in the area that she wants it to be, but that's probably a good thing because it gets you away from the drugs and it gets you away from those so-called groomers.
Yeah.
And anyone can call that number, National Women's Helpline. It's a free number.
Wow. There you go then, if you're listening, Chris.
Yeah.
See, now, somebody like Becca or whatever, she could be a help and assistance to things like this or whatever. Constructive criticism, especially backed up with knowledge of certain things and whatever, then yeah, it would be a good thing.
I agree with you, Ichabod. I mean, Ichabod said it's a shame and annoying because the idea is good, but it's ruined by the Muppets behind it.
Oh, Ichabod, the fucking faceless avatar. Muppets are there, yeah. Go and say that to the face, Ichabod, you little faceless dick fucking cunt.
Especially when up front, mostly work for gangsters associated with the IRA. Well, that just makes it even worse. I don't know who these people are, Wendy, but you would because you're involved in all that Irish politics. Can you put the Irish correspondent hat on? Apparently you work with the Noonins or something.
The who? The Ninninins. Who's the Ninninins?
Worked with who?
Noonins or something.
The Divots.
No,
Are these two a comedy act?
Noonins. Noons. INS.
the Irish family. Oh, okay, right. Well,
Oh, you mean the Noonans, Duncan?
that's just another black mark. That is Jupiter, because you don't want to be getting involved in all of that neither, because that did you with violence. Yeah.
Do you
If you're going to be the force that meets these people and wants to shut these people down and destroy what they consider a business of selling children for the sex industry or whatever, then you're going to need people on board that are not to be messed with. You're going to need people on board that, you know, it meets least resistance. It is that simple. Nobody fears the police. Not one single person on that side of things fears any repercussions from the police. Repercussions from whether it be the bikers or gangsters or whatever, it's very different outcomes. It's very different outcomes.
think he got the idea from America? Because I know there's a group of Hell Angels over there that go, but as far as I'm aware, they don't charge you, apart from obviously being a part of the bikers club. Obviously, I think it's a membership thing, but they don't.
What Becca's saying in America and whatever, yeah, it does exist, and much like it will here or whatever, it gets full support of the community. Simple as that. Now, like Becca just said or whatever, the bikers thing and whatever, yeah, they do all have like a fucking membership fee, if you like, or whatever. It's normal. It's like that in every biker group that there is across the world.
Charge people to go save them.
Becca, he got the idea. You're completely right, love. From those people who used to go on the underground in America and New York. There's something to do with angels or something.
Hell's Angels. Yeah.
Well, there used to be a thing in Manchester, to be fair. I can't actually remember the name of it, to be honest. And they used to, you know, be out and about around town and whatever. If they seen somebody getting mugged, they'd intervene. If they seen any shit going on, they'd intervene. And yeah, they got nothing but respect.
And they go on the underground and keep people safe and all the rest of it. And that's where he's got the idea from. But he's going about it all the wrong way. And publicising his first case is a bit worrying, because I'd have thought she'd be that worried because she has been groomed and brainwashed that she wouldn't want to put herself on camera.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't at all.
And definitely keep her.
Nobody knows what other people will do. You can know what you might do, but nobody can know what other people will do. I'm not being funny, but once you realise how safe you now are compared to being fucking locked up in some situation you don't want to be in and sold as a commodity, then yeah, you can have a reaction to it.
Undercover and out the way, and just forget she's been dealt with, so the public don't need to know nothing else. Do you know what I mean? But he's just publicising it all the time.
Yeah, that's not good. So like I said, you literally just baited out where she is as well. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, even the people that spoke out in the rape of Britain, right? That Tommy spoke to, in the very beginning, they didn't want to put their face out. Then they went on the stage. But in the very, 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 very beginning, it took them a while before they actually put their face out. And the only reason that they were prepared to in the end is because the government and everybody wouldn't listen to them.
Well, I'm not being funny, but realistically, what has Tommy done to protect these victims? He's all good and well putting them on a stage and putting the face out there and all that, and I think now and again they've collected money for him or whatever. But realistically, protection-wise, what has Team Tommy done? Seeks Awareness Society have done far more, fucking miles more than Tommy's ever done to actually protect the victims from future harm.
Yeah, but did any of them have the confidence she's got?
No.
Well, no. And
No.
I just find it strange. I find the whole thing strange and a bit creepy. I'm not going to lie, Wendy. I find it, to be honest, if that was me, I'd be ringing up the police saying there's a bloke down the road who's got a girl in her house. I think he's as weird as
Creeper coming from Jupiter. Fucking hell. Creeper coming from Jupiter that literally, her and her fucking wonky husband half-man Hector sit there praying for abuse to happen to children of the enemies of on YouTube, people that they've lost an argument with. Creeper, as in singing about murdered children, digging them up and all that, singing it to the mother of murdered children. That's creeper. You know all about creeper, Jupiter.
You know, I don't know where she's come from. She's just come from nowhere, and you know, I don't know. I think that he's exploiting her. If it's true, he's exploiting her. If it's not true, they're both con artists. But that's only my opinion. Other people might see something different. I just find it all strangely odd. I don't think he's got her best interests at heart. Anyway, let's carry on listening to it. But Ichabod said the Noonins from Manchester are gangsters who had connections to the IRA.
That's right, yeah.
So that's who he says that he was connected to.
This woman, just gone through.
Wendy. Oh yeah, that's right. Or whatever. Like she knows. She didn't even the ninninins. Who the fuck? You don't know anybody. You haven't got a clue who they are. You're just nodding dog to fucking Jupiter's bullshit. You don't cunt. Your face is probably going to go out there, Wendy.
Could make you sick to the core. And if you think this can't happen to you, she was somebody's daughter. She is someone's daughter. And that could be your daughter, could be your son that goes through this. And this is where the community spirit is broken. So I'm not here to blame the government. I'm not here to complain about the broken system. We're here to fix it. She, a few days ago, was hostage in one of these gangs that we all know about. Now she's in my house. Now she's singing. Now she's clean. And now she's strong. Now she's got vision for the future. All she needs was a bit of support off the community and someone bigger than the gangs. And as a community, that's what we...
Right, this bloke's off his fucking trolley. I'm sorry to say this. Off his fucking head. So she was held hostage, right? I mean, it's going a bit over the top now with all this bullshit. So it's making it seem like she was kept in some sort of den. She weren't allowed out nowhere. You know, she was kidnapped. She's there.
Yeah.
You know, he's gone in there. He's fucking rescued her 3 days ago. And within 3 days, she's clean. Her head's sorted out. All of that trauma's gone. She's got a zest for life. And it's all down to him.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
All in 3 days.
I mean, he's a miracle worker, isn't it? It must be.
If he knew, this is what I'm saying. People need to do the domestic abuse courses and all that, because if he really knew.
Well, people are doing the domestic abuse courses, Becca. That's what Jupiter and Wendy seem to have an issue with for some reason.
The first 2 weeks of somebody leaving a situation.
I'm not being funny, but how many cases do we already know of where this does go on and has gone on, where people are literally held against their will and used as a fucking commodity?
Like that is the most dangerous, and within 3 days, you've baited out where she is. You've told that people, oh, she's living at my mum's house. Like, you know how people can just find information. Like, it's not that hard. Like, your name's out in the papers. People know your name. They can find out where your mum is. Do you know what I mean? Do you really think you're going to be able, you on your own? I doubt you've got all your members parked up outside your house and living in your house with your. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's stupid. It's stupid.
Right.
We are bigger than evil. So, thank you. I just want to share a bit of her story. Please share it. Please share this video, because that song was for her daughter. She's at the moment taking her daughter back, and she made that song for her daughter. And the power of social media and the internet, if that song gets to her daughter while she's going through this process, then that makes it all worth doing for. So thank you, and give her some love. You know, anybody out there that wants to give her any help, because she's a great singer, she needs support of the community. She's done so well in 3 days. Anyone that can help her in any professional manner, she's on her own. We had to take her out shopping this morning. She had no clothes, no nothing. We went out.
Right, hold on a minute. So they're looking for a professional that can help her with her singing.
All right.
Well, I would have thought there was other things to prioritise, not being rude.
Oh, yeah.
And then he said he's had to take her out and get her clothes because she didn't have nothing. So I'm assuming when he rescued her, if she was naked, he had to put a blanket around her and everything. I'm sorry, people. It's just too much, isn't it?
Well, another thing is, if the child, right? I mean, if she knows which social services took her with the help of the police, took the child, all she'd have to do is contact them and say, I want contact with my daughter.
How do you know how she was when she was fucking rescued from that situation? She could have been naked. She could have just had the only clothes that was on her back. Jupiter. Not being funny, but we've heard all this. We've heard it all many times, many fucking times over. And we've heard it from Team Tommy. So the fact that you are like in the dark about it shows full well that you've got no true intention, no fucking caring part about you, about any of it. All it comes down to is views, likes, following for your fucking fat, ugly, fucking demonic ego.
They can go yay or nay. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what they would say to her? They'd be like, depending on the situation, they'd be like, well, you need to do this, 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 and this before we consider you having contact with your daughter.
Well, putting a song out is neither here nor there because it's going to be up to the professionals at the end of the day, isn't it, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Because they'll have the child's child welfare first. Doesn't matter about her healing.
Nope.
It's the kid comes first, definitely.
Yeah.
I just find it all absolutely bizarre. A bit like a set. The only way that I would see this makes any sense, Wendy, to me, it's like it's a scene out of some sort of like weird low budget film where two biker gangs, like girls are joining his gang, and now this is my woman, He-Man. She's our biker girl now. You know, what are you going to do about it? We've stolen her from you, right under your nose, kind of thing. Other than that, it's just, it is sympathy grifting. I think it is a grift. I think it's pretty disgusting, to be honest, but I could eat me out, you know. We might find out that everything she said is absolutely 100% true. But no red flags have gone up for Den on this one, not at all. No,
it wouldn't, would it?
No.
Because he lives in that area, so I bet he went to the meeting that they all had the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Not being funny, but when the story does come out, how bad are you all going to look? Now, Becca was just dragged along for the ride or whatever. Yeah, she's added a few bits here and there and whatever, but she doesn't know out about it. She said that at the very beginning, which I've probably not caught any of that or whatever. I'm not reviewing all of it. It's like fucking, I don't know, it goes on for quite a fucking long time or whatever. The beginning part was just all the mixing all the fees up, trying to make out it's all this ridiculous amounts of money. It's very simple, £25 to be a member. If you want to go further than that and be an appointed person to deal with vulnerable people, then you need to go through the checks. The cost of that, I think, is £50 or £55, something like that.
And apparently, according to him, a Tommy Robinson supporter that goes on channels and is really well known turned up to beg him to be involved with the Tommy movement.
And did he tell you that?
Shit.
Mate.
Did he say he was really well known? Play back then. Play back my own video where I've said he's really well known. He's not really well known in any way, shape or form. I said he was around the movement. I've seen this person around the movement. Just a supporter, nobody special.
Oh, he's riding around one of those cars, you know, where the roof comes off and everything to go to this meeting, with his girlfriend. Yeah. It's just all too much. There's something, when you can't just put your finger on it. And if he had all these people with so much experience, they would be able to tell that lady about the social services, the child protection unit.
So I've already spoke to people that have joined and whatever, some of the women that have joined or whatever, are people like Becca that have worked with children and whatever. The perfect people for the job would be, somebody like Becca or whatever.
And all the rest of it. And what she has to do to be able to slowly engage with it.
And I'll add that. It's a very mixed variety. It's not just all white people like it fucking seems to be around Team Tommy or whatever, and then the odd few people chucked in the mix or whatever. It's not made like that. It's to appeal to all people, no matter the race, no matter the colour, whatever. It's about getting the right people for the right roles. It is that simple. Now, I actually think that the way they're doing this or whatever is bang on, is exactly what you would want, and that's why it gets abundance of fucking support across the board. I've not seen anything negative apart from these frog boiling, piss drinking cunts, which have done nothing but slate and abuse victims and Team Tommy and Even calling Tommy a grifter. That was Jupiter and Wendy calling Tommy a grifter. But now we want to be on that side of the fucking fence. The grass looks greener over there. Yeah? Now it's all changed, hasn't it?
Their daughter again, if they allow it. I mean, who knows?
Well, I wouldn't advise anyone to be joining them, give it a line in his pockets and everything. I mean, I just think it's disgusting. And the fact
like I said, if it was out of the kindness of his heart, you wouldn't have to pay to volunteer.
No. They got overhead.
Exactly. There'd be other ways of making money. You wouldn't need to, you know. I mean, everybody goes on about, people donating to Tommy, but no one forces them. But for this, people were basically, you can't be in the meetings unless you remember.
Well, that's not what Bob said, is it? Bob says that she gets emails begging for money, and it's constant begging for money. Now, people are aware of that because I've already played it on a previous fucking premiere where Babs is referring to when she's chatting with Clown World, funnily enough, that she's had emails, blah, 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 begging for money, and she'll have to go and get some money off the money tree in the back garden or whatever, because apparently he's forever begging for money.
And you paid?
Yeah. So you basically got to pay to be included.
You pay £25 to be a member. Not being funny, but you all... Well, Jupiter probably didn't. Fucking not got 2p to rub together with another 2p, but... Amory Waters Party people paid £30 to join that. Where did that get you? What did that achieve? And Tommy was sending people, his own followers, to support that shit. Now, there was no mention of the data collection side of things of that, was there? There was no mention of the fact that, Graham Craddy is actually wrapped around all this shit or whatever. There was no mention of any of that, was there?
I don't know.
Did Tommy's followers know that? Was they made aware of that? Where did their data go? Where did their money go? How many people have joined the Freedom of Speech Union? Giving all your data, giving all your details. Where does that go? £30 to join or whatever. What do you get from it? Are they protecting any victims? Are they protecting any survivors? Are they protecting anybody? Only time will tell, won't it? Up to now, they're just collecting data and cash.
Anyway, let's see if he says any more before it ends. I think that might be the end of it, but let's see.
I got kitted out and everything because she has literally done it all. But this is where the community stepped in. So yes.
No, that was it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not being funny or nothing, Wendy, and I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but he don't look the most pleasing of people either, does he?
No, he's got a breathing problem as well. I don't know what that's about.
Same as me then.
No, this is very I don't know, not unless he has hay fever or something.
Yeah, I mean, something don't seem right, personally. I mean,
Yeah, you can only say that, Becca, when you've actually checked it out for yourself. You can't take the word of these frog-boiling, piss-drinking cunts. I invite you. Go and critique it all you want. Go and look at from day one to where we are now, which is not such a long journey. Judge it for yourself. Don't judge off the back of these two frog-boiling, piss-drinking, fucking vile cunts.
Not one to sit there and say that when it comes to victims about your chatting shit, but...
Wendy can't even remember what colour her kids are, for fuck's sake.
Things are not adding up. I mean, you didn't even blur out the girl's face, for fuck's sake.
If she could have sang a song and blurred her face out, we didn't know.
Well, if she didn't want to, then why would they? Some fucking people are happy to put the face out there or whatever. Some people are not.
He's increased her confidence in 3 days. Leave her alone, you.
He's got a rough drugs, made her feel safe, and increased her...
secure now.
I'm not with that. I mean, if he came to me in a month and he turned around and said, yeah, boom, 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 I'd be like, all right, cool, that's more believable. But within 3 days, who are you trying to mug off, mate?
No. I mean, to be quite honest, in 3 days, he doesn't really know her either.
Well, no.
I told you, in about a month's time, he'll be doing a video saying, the fuck he came home from work.
And your house was gone.
Yeah, the bike's been sold, his mum's tied up in the corner, the kitchen's been raided for all the fucking prescribed drugs, and the person is gone. You know?
No, we should. It's a case of Watch him. You don't miss nothing. He red lies. He claims, I go live every night at 7 o'clock on TikTok, and fucking hell, every night at 7 o'clock, I'm there waiting, record ready, and guess what? Don't turn up. That already, to me, alarm bells.
Wendy, I think there's loads of. I think at this point he's like a fucking. He couldn't creep through a forest. Let's be honest about it. We're dealing with from the next village over. Fucking mental case that he is. He's got bills attached to him. Although he's got so many red flags, a fucking bull would charge him from the fucking field down the road. I mean, there's something not right there anyway. But he believes in his own delusions, and bless him, so does Den.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take a lot for Den, does it? Yeah.
I get the sentiment.
No, Den's been all over the place promoting it. Bellies everywhere.
I get the sentiment behind it. Do you get what I mean? Like, I do. But, bro, you're going about it all the wrong fucking way.
No, Becca, he's actually doing it the most fucking productive way possible. He's covering all the bases.
Yeah, I think he's going.
And again, I'm not having a go. I'm just literally pointing out that you're trying to judge something on the back of something you know nothing about, and you're just being shown Jupiter's and Wendy's fucking mentally ill fucking way of looking at it.
Look, there is an outside chance, yeah, that he has rescued this girl from someone. I don't think it's a grooming game, but maybe he did.
Could have been a...
Why would he say it is if it wasn't? Why would she say it was if it wasn't? You fucking dumb cunt.
An abusive baby daddy for all we know.
But you think he would have got her some... You think he would have thought about the optics and sat down and told her story and actually fucking not bring her on to be Shirley Temple? No, you know what I mean. It's just not... It don't make sense. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to wheel out the girl that's fucking... that's been groomed. And she comes in fucking with her arms crossed and, flicking her legs to the side.
Yeah, well...
I'm coming in to sing a song. Do-da, do-da.
And those people that traumatise me, fuck you. That, no.
Yeah. If you don't get to know no one in 3 days, I don't care who you are.
Don't.
No.
Well, you two have apparently managed to figure out all of what Shield's about in a matter of days, so what's the difference, realistically? I'll stand on my square. It is this simple. I've exposed many scammers. I've exposed information gatherers. I've fucking exposed all kinds of shit or whatever, and I'm well respected for doing so. Now, when I've actually done my homework and gone and met people and gone to these meetings and spoke to the people that are joining and asked all the relevant questions and got the answers that you would hope for, then yeah, I'll stand on my square and I will push and support this fucking group all day long. I anticipate that they will do far more and attract far more people than Team Tommy or any other party or whatever group on the right or whatever. They will do far more and they will attract far more. They already are doing. In the small time that they've been around, the amount of people that are fucking getting behind it and supporting it are happy to hand over £25 or £55 if they want to do that role of dealing with the vulnerable women and children and whatever. Massive fucking respect to him. You people are absolute scumbags. I'm not including Becca. Becca obviously doesn't know anything other than what she's being told, being spoon-fed.
And the thing is, like Jupes mentioned earlier, he's like, oh yeah, she needs help, she's a good singer. Like, bro, why are you worried about her singing? She needs mental health fucking help, if that's the case. She needs drug intervention help, because she ain't going to get that shit from you, because you're clearly not fucking trained. And she needs to go to social services and ask social services, what can I do to get back my kid?
Well, has he done anything about reporting what she's been through?
No.
How many of them?
Probably not.
Are there other girls there? These are all the things we want to know. Is there anyone else to be saved? How many were in the gang? Is there any other gang members we can find?
Well,
I mean, Tommy, everyone slags him off, but at least Tommy tells you who the gang members are meant to be.
It's going to be nationwide, Jukes, yeah.
Foster, don't make me laugh.
Land? What is it? Look.
Yeah, Tommy's made it clear who these people are or whatever. Has anything been done about them? Have any of these people been fucking held to account? Have any of them actually been fucking dealt with? Do you think they're going to come out and say, oh, you know, this is what we did. We done this, we done that. They definitely ain't doing it again. Do you think they're going to come out and tell the internet that, you fucking dumb cunt?
What's that? What was it? John O'Groats to Land's End.
Foster said she changed in a basement to auditioning for X Factor in 3 days. Oh, fucking hell. You lot know my dark sense of humour. You've got to stop fucking doing it to me. Seriously.
There's dark senses of humour, and then there's what you are, Jupiter. You've got a demonic sense of humour because you think these things are funny. Your version of dealing with things or whatever is supporting your son that beat up your grandchildren rather than playing the role of the grandmother and supporting the grandchildren. No. We'll just fucking support the one who did it. Sick cunt.
Videos from Den saying, Jupiter was sitting there finding it all funny that a girl's been abused. No. You're missing the point.
Oh, yeah. But
No, we're not missing the point. We've literally bang on.
we don't need psychologists or anything anymore. We just need whatever he did, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we just...
Bro, he must have a miracle cure. Do you know what I mean? He can get a drug addict clean within 3 days. You need to be telling the drug intervention people what the fuck you're doing.
And a hostage victim.
Yeah, you need to be liaising with the drug intervention and the police to tell them what they're doing fucking wrong.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, that, of being like, he needs to get in touch with them and tell them how to think to get over the trauma and everything. 3 days.
Well, exactly, Ichabod. I mean, it's all right telling us that... And he, as per usual, he's been very ambiguous about the actual circumstances and evidence. There's no evidential circumstances come forward. He didn't go on camera as soon as he got the call, said, right, our people are going out, this is what we do, we want to take you with us so you understand the full process. No. Apparently, he got, even though it's not really what the Shield, he got woken up in the middle of the night, which was a bit of an inconvenience. And even though it's not what the Shield's been sort of like set up for.
Was you woke up in the middle of the night when you found out your grandchildren was in hospital and your son's partner was in hospital and your son was on fucking remand heading for prison? Was that the middle of the night? How was your brain working when that happened? Oh, you ran to YouTube and then told everyone on YouTube and then started crying about people pointing it out that actually that's what went on. You've admitted it, Jupiter. Everyone's fully aware. Your fucking mate Wendy sat next to you has exposed your son and has shown that you chose the side of your son rather than the fucking grandchildren. You're a sick cunt.
He took the call anyway, so he went over. When he got there, she was naked, bound and gagged in the fucking dungeon. He's got her out, He managed to bring her home and cured her within 3 days from her drug addictions.
How did he get fucking ferry? Because they stopped running at a certain time. Because she was from the Isle of Wight. So they stopped running it at a certain time to the Isle of Wight, the ferries. Yeah.
So he would have had to wait till the next morning. That makes it even...
Wendy just waffles shit.
Oh,
so he jumped on his bike, was at the port waiting,
Have a laugh. His bike can go through water.
I don't know. I just... They say it not quite right here. And look, anyone who's genuinely been abused, I feel deep sympathy for, okay? I'm not...
Like fuck you do. You couldn't give 2 fucks. You didn't even give a fuck when it was your fucking own grandchildren. You're having a laugh. Now, Jupiter's give Becca an invite because, well, Jupiter's going to be there with a Viz vest representing Team Tommy with a dark humour and all these fucked up things that she's done behind her and all the Hope Not friends around her in the background on YouTube. My advice to Becca is don't be any part of that. Definitely don't stand near Jupiter or whatever. If you're going to go and witness things for yourself or whatever, do that. Just go on your own. Nobody should be stood next to Jupiter when people are now finding out exactly what Jupiter's about and finding out that, Team Tommy seem okay with giving Jupiter that role. Yeah, stick your Viz vest on, go and represent us. Don't matter all the bad vile shit that you've said in the past. Don't matter about all your Hope Not Hate friends and the people that run off crying to prevent and reporting people like Danny Roscoe. Don't matter about all that. You know, just go and stand there and represent us. I won't be stood anywhere near that fat cunt.
I'm taking the piss out of the abuse.
No, not. Of course
But
not.
this is far fucking fetched. This is.
No, you have literally done exactly what you've just said. You've literally all been there mocking the fucking survivor, the victim, you sick cunts.
My book, this is far fetched. And I'm sorry, Dan, you say that you can fucking spot a wrong, and well, this is worse than the King's flag.
In what way is it worse than the King's flag, you mental cunt? The King's flag was getting people to sign up to shares in something that was fucking imaginary. The basis of it was to get the veterans and all this to go and storm Parliament based off the back of a scrapbook from a 20-year prolific fucking scammer. And it was all supported, platformed and protected by your handler, Jason Tyler, Wake Up UK. That's fact. That is fact.
I mean, you're talking about, oh, the Muppets with the King's flag got veterans trying to fucking jump fucking gates into Parliament.
Yeah.
It's worse. They're actually grifting. He's found some fucking...
Well, you say grifting, but you've yet, despite all these attacks that you've done, you've yet to actually point out, where's the grift? Where's the con? Where's the scam?
When who's homeless, and he's found some woman down the road. Says to her, here, do you want to come back to my house? Do you want to come back to my house?
I'll give you a couple of bob.
Out this story, but yeah, we'll give you a bath. You can sing a song for your daughter.
He keeps pushing his own poetry as well. Weird.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
And the thing is, how long was she staying with his mum before the next one turns up?
Well, the next one could be in Scotland. It won't be him going. It'll be his unit in Scotland.
Not being funny, but he's literally made it crystal clear that this is not what it's about. It's about preventing further things happening. This was thrown on his lap.
Well, like I said, within those 3 days, he could have easily, like I said, national...
Not being funny, but who's Tommy helping realistically? Are the survivors and fucking victims being helped by Tommy by any way possible or whatever? Are they going out on a limb? Are they doing anything like that? I've not seen it, and I've been around it, and I've not seen it.
Women's Helpline.
Seeks Awareness Society, yeah, massive respect. They go above and beyond. Now, having somebody like Seeks Awareness Society combined in with that, I think they'd be cool with that. I think they'd be fucking grateful of that, to be honest. Maybe these things are already in process, Jupiter. But you keep attacking, don't worry about it. I'm sure you won't have egg on your face down the line.
Do you know what I mean? Okay, she may have to stay with you a couple of days or whatever because she ain't got nowhere to. But you could have got her a place by now. And like I said, it could be anywhere. When you're in that sort of situation, like they literally tell you, like it could be anywhere in the UK. Do you get what I mean? Like if you're that desperate, you'll go there. You know?
Well, of course you will, Becca. Yeah.
So this is what I understand how someone that is meant to be, oh yeah, I've got all these connections and I know what I'm doing. How do you not know about the National Women's Helpline?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Becca, it must be annoying for him because 2 nights a week he goes off to his men's retreat where it's only men, women ain't allowed. To sit in tents for the men's bonding because...
that sounds a bit gay, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, he said this on Liam Tufts. You've got to watch the interview on Liam Tufts to see how...
Yeah, no, Victoria was saying in the side section, I've got to watch it. Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
I advise you do watch it. I think it's... well, it's totally opposite to the way Jupiter's making it out. The way Jupiter's made it out that fucking he was being exposed, blah, blah, blah. Watch it for yourself. Draw your own conclusions. Don't listen to these frog-boiling, piss-drinking cunts. We've seen what these are about.
Yeah, it's very far-fetched. And this is just making it even more worse. And it's, to be honest, right, a lot of people have criticised Tommy Robinson. But when you see something like this, you can see the real difference, can't you?
Mm.
Well, you don't have to look far for the people that was criticising fucking Team Tommy or anyone around Tommy. You sat with him, Jupiter. The people around you, your fucking friends, have all attacked Tommy. They've all attacked people around Tommy. They've all attacked Team Tommy and what they do.
See a lot of difference in the victims, put it that way. None of them was jumping for fucking joy. Just laughing. No.
Oh, is that what you've said previously, though, Wendy? Because unfortunately for you, we are going to be going over all this. When you was mocking the victims around Team Tommy and whatever, and making out there was liars and grifters and all this other shit. Funny as fuck.
And begging on the abusers, come find me.
Find me, yeah, come on, look, I got Tommy now. I got
Fuck you, come get me if you think you're bad.
Oh, was that a slip then, Wendy? Was that a slip then, Wendy? Oh my days. You can't help slipping from one fucking personality to the other, can you?
See, that's what makes me just double think it, because, like I said, I'm a survivor of abuse, and I wouldn't be encouraging my abuser to, do you know what I mean? No, I just wouldn't. Like, it's just not something you do.
Yeah, I agree. It's antagonistic and it's provocative. It's weird. It's weird that he thought the first thing for her to do after 3 days of recovery and her being 100% is come out and sing a song.
Sing a song of sixpence.
You know, that's the exact song that was going through my mind there.
Yeah, you better not sing the rest of that with your fucking scarf.
Oh dear.
No, she realised though, she was like, oh shit, I better stop. But
Why?
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of
Now we've got you singing it.
Blackbird baked in a
Dinner
pie.
pie.
When the pie was over, the bird began to sing.
Wasn't it a pleasant sight?
Yeah, yeah.
Tip of the cake, isn't it, that song?
How come we all know it though? That's the more concerning one.
I'm off to bed.
Jim's is going to be thinking of blackbirds baked in a pie now when she goes to bed.
Yeah. Good night, ladies.
Good night.
I'm going to be thinking about my decorating. Yeah, night went. I'm going to be going in a minute anyway, but yeah, no, I'll be thinking about decorating, Becca. I'm terrible. When I'm doing something, it takes over my mind. You know, yesterday, I've got all my painting done and 2 of the walls covered.
Oh, nice.
Not in paint.
How long has Jupiter been decorating that fucking nasty, stinky fucking gaff?
Right? But it irritated me that I hadn't got the rest of it done. So I was laying in bed doing it in my head. I couldn't get to sleep because of it.
What sort of man is Hector, realistically, having Jupiter doing all the fucking... Do you know what I mean? What the fuck?
So I ended up getting up, making a coffee, sitting there, and instead of going on the YouTube, I'm sitting there writing a list of where I'm going to start to do, and then,
planning it all out.
How I can fit it in to get up there. Yeah, because I've got to do my house as well. So what I'm going to do, in what order I'm going to do it, so I can get up there and finish the decorating, right? So I can get so much done before Hector gets in, so that I've got time to come down.
What housework, Jupiter? You're online fucking 10, 12 hours a day. I'm gathering you sleep at some point. All you do is sit online all day. You obviously don't do housework. You obviously have got some smelly, trampy gaff. Your kids are obviously having to fend for themselves.
And cook tea. Yeah. And then I realised that I needed some other stuff. Like I wanted some more paintbrushes. I started looking for paint. Hector come down to go to the toilet. He went, what are you doing? I went looking at paintbrushes. He went, fucking hell, you ain't stopped ordering stuff recently. I went, listen, if we need the tools, we need the tools.
Yeah, when you start something, you just want to get it done. Yeah, I get that.
No, because even though I'm doing this, I've already mapped out what I'm doing. See, this is the problem with me, Becca, right? Once I've got a project, that project will have to come to fruition, and I'm already thinking about the next room after this one. So as this one finishes, I'm thinking what I've got to do for the next one, what needs to be done. That's just how I am. I can't help it. It's the only way you get things done in the world. Yeah.
My mum's the same. My mum's the exact same. She's like a woman on a mission. It's just that.
When I've finished, I'll take some pictures and email and bore you with my fucking decorating.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You can send them to me. Right, you don't want to share them online again, Jesus Christ.
I get satisfaction out of doing it myself. A lot. Oh yeah, my gold kitchen. I still love my gold kitchen. That's still fucking nice and tidy.
Right, I'm going to wrap it up there. People can take it however they want to take it. All I'd say is, have a look at it yourself, judge for yourself, or whatever. I would have hoped, to be honest, people like Becca would be in support of things like this. Bear in mind, they've made it very clear they don't want to tie themselves to any cast-offs of Team Tommy Robinson or whatever. This is to make our streets safer. Simple as that. Now, I know Becca's not in this country or whatever at the moment, but she's got a daughter here or whatever. What environment do you want your daughter to live in? Somewhere that's going gradually worse on a daily basis? Or do we want to prevent these things and make a safer environment? It is that simple. Right, look after each other, stay safe, catch you on the next one. Jupiter obviously didn't want me to review this and has made it that, oh, if you review this, I'm going to strike, blah, blah, blah. These channels are free. Fuck you. Fuck your fucking mate Wendy. You hope not hate little rat mates. Yeah. Enjoy the ride.